My experience with Eldercare Resource Planning was nothing short of phenomenal. What really helped me was a couple things I want to share is number one was document collection. You come in not knowing all what needed to be acquired. You didn't know what sometimes that meant. And that's where the support came in to guide you. What are those documents? What do you need? And how far back do you need those documents? A second experience I had was the guidance and handholding, if you would, because once things are put in motion, you do receive communications from whatever state you're applying, and they're not always easy to understand. You receive multiple mailings, you receive what I'm going to say vocabulary and language that is out of my realm, and you need support to interpret what those means. Couple that with short timelines to turn things around in some cases. That's what Eldercare Planning was right there for me. It's like, Jeanne, we have this. That will be submitted by Thursday by the deadline. We have this. Please do not worry, which leads me to my third piece I want to share is that reassurance and peace of mind was like no other because it is so uncertain. You don't want to mess it up. And financially, you have so much money to some point, you don't really have a lot of time to make a lot of errors. And my process that I experienced was seamless and flawless from beginning to end. And it was just short of a 12-month process that I experienced. So, and the last thing I do want to mention, it's not 3, I'm sorry, I'm going to make it 4. I felt so comfortable with my rep. We really built, I mean, I'm a Midwesterner, and I felt like it was my best friend by the time the process was over. It was so trusting and free exchange. Even when I was frustrated and I felt maybe not as educated in this realm, it didn't matter. I felt so supported, and the level of understanding was very, very helpful to the process that I felt I could ask any question and I received answers and information. We are at, as a family, a wonderful point. My mom still is in the same facility. We successfully were approved with Medicaid, as a matter of fact, just maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago. And the follow-up that came with that, Eldercare Planning just doesn't say, hey, you qualified, we're not going to talk to you for the next months or year. Already I had a follow-up, and it was a congratulations, here's what happens next, here's what you have to do so that you continue to be eligible. So I'm in a very good place. There's still paperwork to be done. There's still things to follow up and to meet deadlines, but that's part of the process. But I'm happy to say I am so much relieved. I feel so much more confident. And I know Eldercare Planning is still one phone call away, not every day, but one phone call away if you need that. And there's response without hesitation. So we're in a very, very positive place in terms of process.